everyone. I'm Neha Tyagi from IIMA Alumni Office. On behalf of IIMA, I welcome Professor Ashwani here. First of all, congratulations on your award and your achievement.
Thank you so much.
I would like to ask you a few questions about it. And how did an MBA from IIMA prepare you for a global academic career?
Okay, so in a couple of ways. One is the rigor itself. The curriculum here is so rigorous that once you go through it, you're ready to take on any academic challenges. And that's what happened to me too. Once I went for my PhD, things were much easier because I'd gone through this rigor. And once you take those MAMAC quizzes, everything else in the world, every other exam is much easier. That's one. The second is in terms of the content itself. For instance, in marketing, my research is in consumer psychology. And so I had taken a consumer behavior course at IIMA, and that gave me an overview, and kind of that's where my interest began. And so in both in terms of the rigor as well as the actual content, which then led to my research path, IIMA was great in helping me move on that.
As a vice dean of academic programs and innovations, which are the upcoming areas of focus worldwide?
Okay, so I would say a couple of things. One is that there is more of a focus on skills. So like 10 years ago, you could prepare students well. They would join a firm and then they would learn the specific things. But given how the economy has gone, given how the world has changed, you need to have those skills delivered right away so that there's something actionable. And I think that's one trend. The other trend is in terms of how the delivery of education itself has changed. So if you look at, of course, the biggest thing there is online delivery or these MOOCs coming along. And I think that trend is not going anywhere because people need skills and they need it in specific formats that's convenient for them, that's affordable. So I feel these are the two main trends going on in education everywhere, including in India and the US.
And please throw some light on significance of research, especially in like marketing.
Okay, so just like other areas, there are two things that academics do. One is disseminate knowledge. So like when I teach, I'm talking about things that we know exist that somebody else has shown. The second part, and that's where research comes in, is you create knowledge. So any research paper you see, it's about something new that no one hasn't shown earlier, and then it gets into textbooks, and then there's subtle changes that happen over time. And so, especially in marketing, I would say, given the changes that have happened in the world, given how the world has shifted, that's where so much is happening that you need research to figure out what the new trends are and how that's changing, how we consumers behave differently, how we think differently. So that's like one aspect because of the transition. The second one is simply that even if the world did not change, just understanding how consumers think, how you can connect with them, that itself is a never-ending exercise. So that's why you need research, where you can keep understanding how people think, and eventually, as marketers, I feel like our main goal is to make people happy. We want to connect buyers and sellers so that both make a good transaction and everyone's happy. And to do that, you need that research to find how you make that right connection.
What does it take to build a great academic institution? And where do you rate IMA in the global scenario?
Right. So IMA has done very well, of course, and it keeps on moving up so many rankings and other things. But I would say two things which help make any institution great. One is the product itself, which is what do you deliver. Like in this case, the students that IMA delivers, have done so well. I mean, like my batchmates, the ones I know, everyone's doing so well, and the product itself is great. The second thing that you need to build a top-class institution is to talk about your product, is to build that brand. I think that's where maybe IIMA needs to do a bit more to tell its story, because the things are there, the product is there. So it's more about conveying that story so that the world knows us more, and it builds into rankings. Then it becomes a very virtuous cycle. Because we have the great thing is we have the core product, and it's more about talking about it and building that story. It takes time, because if you look at institutions in the West, they've been around so many years that it takes a while to catch up in a field like business. But we know, and IIMA has done a terrific job, and I'm so proud of all the students who keep graduating year after year and have such great success.
What does this award mean to you?
It means a lot to me. Coming back to this place and having this honor is, I'm happy for myself, but I know it's also a reflection of the value that IIMA places on academics, and I'm very happy about that. But personally, of course, it's great for my family, for my wife, my parents, my brother, for everyone. It's so wonderful, and I'm sure they would have been here, but they're all in the US right now, so they couldn't be here. But it's so exciting for them. I think the only one who's kind of suspicious about this award is my daughter, because when I told her it's the Young Alumni Achiever Award, she was like, it has to be fake, because how can they classify you as young? So, but apart from that, everyone else, but she too, of course, she's proud of me as well. So it does mean a lot to me.
Thank you so much, Professor Ashwani, for your time.
Thank you so much.